on today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series 50th Anniversary Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker action figure. And here we have the figure straight out of the box without any crazy poses or accessories. My first impressions, I always really liked the way Anakin looked in the Clone Wars animated TV series, and I'm glad they made a figure out of him. I really like the idea of Jedi using armor, sort of like almost clone armor integrated with their Jedi robes. It just makes them look more unique and badass. And Anakin is no exception. You can see the Republic, the Jedi insignia on his left shoulder, which is pretty nice. Looks like the skirt on the inside is soft goods, and on the outside it's sort of like a soft rubber. So I wonder how that will hinder the articulation or not. The face sculpt is kind of weird because it doesn't really look like Hayden Christensen. I mean, it's supposed to be like a younger version of him, but it's sort of like a mix. It's almost like they mix the animated style with the actual actor Hayden Christensen who played Anakin in live action. It's kind of weird. Well, we'll take a look at that in the details, but now let's get into the accessories. And here we can see the accessory that he comes with. As you can see, he only comes with his lightsaber, which it's okay. I mean, I didn't think they would include, alternative hands or something like that. This is just Hasbro Black Series we're talking, not something like Mayfax or SH Figure Arts. It's good nonetheless. It has a nice sculpt. As you can see, the little black and gold details. There's even the button is painted red. There's another button there, or maybe it's not a button, maybe it's something else, I'm not sure. There's even a little peg here, and you can also remove the blade. It's kind of hard to do, actually. I hope I'm not breaking anything here, but you can remove it. Oh my god, whew. That was a tight fit. And there's a peg hole right here, and you can insert it here if you want. Oh. And it just sits there if you want him in a kind of idle pose on the shelf. That's basically it for the accessories. I mean, this is just a clear blue plastic. There's nothing really too interesting about that. So now let's get into the details of the figure. So let's take a closer look at the figure. Starting with the head, you can probably see what I was talking about. The likeness is kind of weird. Even if you take a look at the skin tone on the neck is a bit lighter than, looks like he had a tan on his face, and he was wearing maybe like a turtleneck, and it just was in total shade while he was sunbathing or something. Also, the color of the hair is almost kind of golden, like how it sits on his head. It's kind of weird. It has a nice wash to it. The hair is okay, but I still really don't like it. And as you can see, the scar on this particular one, maybe on other figures it's fine, but it's not really over his eye. It's more like to the side, which I'm not sure if it's just mine or everyone else's, but that is kind of bothering me. This pauldron is pretty nice. I think it's the same as Obi-Wan uses throughout the Clone Wars era, but Anakin's is a lot darker in color. These are a separate piece, so they do get out of the way of the articulation. This one has the Jedi Order symbol, which is pretty nice. As you can see, they are on their own little piece there. I'm really liking the robotic arm that he has, his right hand. I think in one of the episodes, or maybe it was the 2D animated show, his arm was kind of golden here, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm misremembering. Looks like the arm was kind of twisted here. But I like all the colors. This kind of crimson, like, I don't know what red or brown this is, but it's really nice color. And as I've told you, this is soft goods here, which is really nice that they made it. It doesn't hinder the articulation, and this one is really soft and gets out of the way as well. Very nice. And the back is, pretty much almost the same as the front. Anakin's boots, and then he does have pec holes if you want to use a stand with him. He does have some trouble standing because the ankles on mine are a bit loose, so it's kind of... Okay, now let's get into the articulation. Articulation-wise, starting with the head, is on a ball joint, can look down this much, up this much. He can do the exorcist, side-to-side movement, not too bad. It's actually, head is a bit too loose, but whatever. The arms are on a hinge. He can do a T-pose, this does not get in the way. He can do a full horizontal rotation. Swivel on the elbow. Single jointed, which means it's basically a 90-degree bend. Not the best, but what can you do? Swivel on the hands, horizontal hinge on, I think, both of them, which is also a bit of a shame. Yeah, horizontal on that as well. Torso, he can bend back a tiny bit, bend forward also tiny bit, no side to side. There's a swivel, so you can kind of rotate it. The legs are on a ball joint, can kick forward this much, can kick back this much, then double jointed knees, which is very nice, can probably bend it this much, yeah. I don't know if there's a swivel actually, let's see. Yeah, oh, is there? Yeah, it looks like there is a thigh cut actually, but it's, yeah, it works, but it's quite stiff, but there is one. Okay. Feet are on a hinge, go back this much, forward this much, and rocker side to side. Let's move on to size and comparisons. Size-wise, Anakin seems to be standing at approximately 15.5 centimeters at the top of his head, which translates to 6.1 inches in height, so is a bit taller than your usual 6-inch scale Black Series figures. For comparisons, here we have some other Black Series figures. On the left we have Clone Captain Rex, and on the right we have the Beskar Armored Mandalorian. And here we have him standing next to a can of Coca-Cola. And my final thoughts on this figure. I really like it, however it does have some articulation problems. The single jointed elbow is kind of a bummer. Also, both hands being horizontal on the hinge is also kind of a bummer. The likeness, the overall head sculpt, the sculpt is good, but the likeness and just it does have some problems. Let's just stick to that. But the actual engineering of the figure is quite nice. Leg articulation is fine. The soft goods on the skirt is nice. The armor, paint applications are pretty nice. The amount of accessories, you know, just the lightsaber is okay. Black Series figures don't usually come with a ton of accessories, so it's pretty good nonetheless. And the fun factor is also pretty much there. Although he is a kind of harder figure to get because he was a Walmart exclusive, I believe, so yeah, it's kind of hard to get in, but still worth it nonetheless. The package box is also really nice. It has a really nostalgic feel to it. So if you're a fan of Star Wars, Anakin, or anything related to that, then I highly suggest you buy this figure. Very nice. So this is my review of the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series 50th Anniversary Clone Wars General Anakin Skywalker figure. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like, or if you didn't, leave a dislike. That's an option as well. Leave a comment down below if you want. Subscribe to my channel if you're interested. It was me, the Collector, and I'll see you later. Take care and bye-bye.